Are you seeking a practical guide on how to control your thoughts and emotions? Look no further. Let's dive into the fascinating world of Stoicism, an ancient philosophy that can pave the way for emotional resilience, tranquility, and wisdom in a modern context. And before we proceed, subscribe to Stoic Vogue for more of such thought-provoking lessons. 1. Decipher Stoicism. Stoicism, an ancient Greek philosophy, is more than just a school of thought. It's a way of life. A life that revolves around the concept of understanding how to control your thoughts and emotions effectively. Stoic philosophy's central idea is that we can't control external events, but we can control our reactions to them. Sounds simple, right? The truth is, it's a bit more complex than that. Stay tuned to understand more about the most intimate human emotion. 2. Identify and challenge negative thoughts. Now that we've grasped the basics of Stoicism, let's explore the first application: identifying and challenging negative thoughts. Remember, Stoicism is all about controlling our reactions, and that starts within our mind. Consider this: you're in traffic, you're late, and your frustration is rapidly mounting. You're not in control of the traffic, but you're definitely in control of your thoughts and emotions. In such a scenario, a Stoic would advise you to tame the wild horses of negative thoughts galloping through your mind. But how? It's time to play the role of an inner detective. Start by identifying your thoughts. Are they negative? Are they stressing you out? If yes, it's time to challenge them. Ask yourself, is it the traffic that's causing my stress, or is it my reaction to it? In Stoicism, you'll find the ultimate guide to mastering the art of discernment, separating facts from interpretations. The fact is, you're stuck in traffic. The interpretation is, this is a catastrophe. By challenging your negative interpretations, you can control your emotional response, restoring your peace of mind. Here's another Stoic secret. Negative thoughts and emotions are often rooted in fears or desires about things outside our control. By recognizing this, we can shift our focus onto what we can control, our thoughts and reactions. And there you have it, the Stoic's first step in how to control your thoughts and emotions. Remember, identifying and challenging negative thoughts isn't a one-off task. It's a continuous process, a habit to be cultivated. But don't worry, with practice, you'll soon become an expert in keeping your inner peace intact, no matter what's happening around you. Now, isn't that a superpower worth having? Next, we'll delve into mindfulness and presence, another essential part of our Stoic guide. So, ready for the next step of our Stoic journey? Let's move on to next learning. 3. Detachment from external outcomes. In today's world, success is often gauged by external accomplishments like wealth, status, and recognition. However, the Stoics teach us to detach from these outcomes. Epictetus advises, make the best use of what is in your power and take the rest as it happens. This philosophy encourages us to concentrate on our actions, efforts, and intentions rather than the end results. By shifting our focus to the process itself and letting go of the need for external validation, we free ourselves from the anxiety and disappointment that come with unmet expectations. This approach helps us find satisfaction in the act of doing rather than in the outcome. When we stop obsessing over results, we reduce our reliance on external circumstances for our peace of mind. This doesn't mean we lack ambition or goals. Rather, it means we pursue them with a balanced mindset, valuing the journey over the destination. By aligning our efforts with our values and accepting whatever outcome may arise, we cultivate a sense of inner tranquility and resilience. Embracing this Stoic principle allows us to maintain our equilibrium, regardless of the unpredictability of life. In today's world, EQ, or emotional quotient, is extremely important. Up next, let us learn how to develop emotional strength. 4. Cultivate emotional resilience. Now that you've begun to practice mindfulness, let's add another tool to your Stoic toolkit: emotional resilience. Stoicism teaches us that life isn't about avoiding challenges, it's about developing the resilience to face them head-on. Sounds a bit daunting, doesn't it? Well, bear with me, and let's break it down together. Imagine you're a ship in the ocean. Life's challenges. Are they the stormy seas tossing your ship around, or just waves that you skillfully navigate? Your answer depends on your level of emotional resilience. A resilient person, much like a well-built ship, can weather the storm and emerge stronger. So, how can you cultivate emotional resilience, you ask? First, acknowledge your emotions. They are real and they are yours. If you're feeling angry, sad, or frustrated, that's okay. Don't suppress these feelings. Instead, acknowledge them without judgment. Second, learn to detach from your emotions. This doesn't mean ignoring them. Instead, think of it as taking a step back to observe them from a distance. This detachment gives you the power to respond rather than react to your emotions, and that's a huge part of how to control your thoughts and emotions. Lastly, practice acceptance. Accept that life will throw challenges your way, and understand that it's okay if you're not okay sometimes. Remember, the aim is not to eliminate negative emotions, it's to manage them effectively. This acceptance is a cornerstone of Stoic philosophy and a key part of your Stoic guide to emotional resilience. So, there it is, your guide on how to cultivate emotional resilience. It's not an overnight process, but then again, neither is building a ship, right? With consistent practice, you can strengthen your emotional resilience, enabling you to navigate life's waves with grace and composure. Next up, we'll explore the concept of the community. Stay tuned. 5. Community and connection. While Stoicism stresses individual self-control, it also acknowledges the significance of community. Marcus Aurelius aptly observed, "We are made for cooperation, like feet, like hands, like eyelids, like the rows of the upper and lower teeth." This philosophy highlights the importance of engaging with others who share our values and goals. Building connections with like-minded individuals provides mutual support in the quest for virtue and self-mastery. When we join forces within a community, we reinforce our personal efforts and find strength in collective unity. The support of a community can be a powerful motivator, helping us stay committed to our principles and goals. Sharing experiences, challenges, and successes with others fosters a sense of belonging and mutual encouragement. This network of support enables us to grow and persist in our endeavors, even when faced with obstacles. In essence, Stoicism teaches that while personal discipline is crucial, we are not meant to journey alone. By nurturing connections with those who aspire to similar ideals, we enhance our resilience and capability to achieve self-mastery. Through cooperation and shared purpose, we find the reinforcement needed to thrive both individually and collectively. Let's move on to another interesting Stoic practice, the discipline of desire. Ready to explore? Let's go. 6. The discipline of desire. Desire, when unchecked, becomes a source of suffering. The Stoics taught us to discipline our desires, to seek only what is virtuous and within our control. Marcus Aurelius in his Meditations reflects, "If you are distressed by anything external, the pain is not due to the thing itself, but to your estimate of it, and this you have the power to revoke at any moment." To control our thoughts and emotions, we must refine our desires, aligning them with the virtues of wisdom, courage, justice, and temperance. In doing so, we cultivate a tranquil mind, undisturbed by the vicissitudes of fortune. Ever heard of dopamine detox? It is a deliberate practice wherein you refrain from any activity that triggers dopamine. The practice helps clear the clog in your brain and, in a sense, prepare it for higher-order thinking. Take a small pause to absorb the teachings before we move on the next step. 7. Cultivate virtue and character. We're now diving into the heart of Stoicism, cultivating virtue and character. Stoics believe that virtue is the highest good, and having a strong character helps you navigate the stormy seas of life. But what does virtue mean here? It's about leading a life of integrity, wisdom, courage, and self-discipline. It's about treating others with kindness and understanding, even when things get tough. It's about being the best version of yourself, no matter what life throws at you. Now let's tie this back to our ultimate Stoic guide on how to control your thoughts and emotions. When you cultivate virtue and character, you gain control over your reactions. You become more mindful of your thoughts and emotions, letting you respond to situations instead of reacting impulsively. Here are a few practical steps you can take. Start each day by setting an intention to act virtuously. Choose one aspect of virtue to focus on, whether it's patience, kindness, or courage. When faced with a challenging situation, pause and reflect on how a virtuous person would respond. Then, do your best to act accordingly. At the end of the day, take a moment to reflect on your actions. Did you live up to your intention? If not, don't beat yourself up. Instead, use it as a learning experience for the next day. Remember, cultivating virtue and character isn't about being perfect, it's about striving to be better each day. The more you practice, the more natural it becomes, like a muscle that grows stronger with use. So, are you ready to flex your virtue muscle? Great! Let's move on to how you can apply Stoicism in your daily life. 8. Mindfulness and present moment awareness. One of the most profound teachings of Stoicism is the emphasis on the present moment. The here and now is all we truly possess. The past, with its triumphs and regrets, is gone forever. The future, with its endless possibilities and uncertainties, remains beyond our grasp. This fundamental truth underscores the Stoic belief in the power of the present. Marcus Aurelius, the great Stoic philosopher, encapsulates this wisdom succinctly. Confine yourself to the present. Mindfulness, the art of being fully present, is a practice that allows us to observe our thoughts and emotions without judgment. It is about embracing each moment with full awareness, acknowledging what we feel and think without getting swept away by it. This mental state, known to the Stoics as apatheia, is not about suppressing emotions, but about achieving a serene state of mind where we are neither overwhelmed by our passions nor indifferent to them. Through mindfulness, we cultivate the ability to detach from our immediate emotional responses. This detachment is not cold or unfeeling, but rather a space that allows us to choose our actions thoughtfully and deliberately. Instead of reacting impulsively to situations, we learn to respond with wisdom and composure. This calm presence of mind is the bedrock of Stoic practice and is essential for maintaining inner peace amidst the chaos of daily life. 9. Stoic exercises for thought and emotion control. The journey towards mastering how to control your thoughts and emotions. Ultimate Stoic guide does not end at understanding concepts and principles. It requires practical training and consistent effort. That's where Stoic exercises come into play. Let's dive into a few effective ones you can start with. 1. Meditation. This isn't just about sitting in silence. It's about observing your thoughts and feelings without judgment. Dedicate a few minutes each day to this practice. As time passes, you'll notice an increased ability to let thoughts and feelings come and go without latching on to them. 2. The view from above. Picture yourself from a bird's-eye view, then slowly zoom out until you see your city, your country, your planet. This exercise helps in gaining perspective and realizing that your problems might not be as big as they feel. 3. Voluntary discomfort. Occasionally expose yourself to uncomfortable situations. This could be taking a cold shower, skipping a meal, or walking instead of driving. It's an excellent way to build emotional resilience and reminds you that discomfort is often temporary and bearable. 4. The Stoic fork. Visualize your problems as a fork with two tines. One represents things you can control, and the other, things you can't. This exercise helps you focus your energy on what you can change, while accepting what you can't. 5. Premeditation of evils. Consider the worst thing that could happen in a given situation. It's not about worrying, it's about preparation and acceptance. This exercise equips you to handle unexpected setbacks calmly. Remember, Stoicism is a journey, not a destination. These exercises are not a magic wand that will immediately transform you into a Stoic sage. They are stepping stones that lead you towards a calmer, more controlled state of mind. The key is to practice regularly and be patient with your progress. In the end, it's all about learning how to control your thoughts and emotions effectively. And with Stoicism as your guide, you'll have the tools to do just that. So, are you ready to embrace the Stoic way of life? Like, share, and subscribe to Stoic Vogue to elevate your life and cultivate higher order thinking.